This is for Governor Hogan. All right, this is for Governor Hogan. I asked for an audience with you. I asked to speak to you one-on-one. I've been asking for the last year and a half, since 2016, when you came to Baltimore City's Christmas party. Kyle Gilbert. All right, I recorded the phone calls. I record all phone calls because that's the only way that I can protect myself from the corruption and the racism that exists in the Maryland Democratic and Republican Party. I record all phone calls and I record everything that I do because y'all tried to kill me. Y'all tried to kill me for making a movie and a documentary about y'all's criminal crime bills. This is about Crime Bill 122. But that Crime Bill 122 ain't no different than Bill Clinton's Crime Bill of 1994. It ain't no different than what Governor Glenn Denning apologized for when he had his crime bill and said that he wanted mandatory life imprisonment without parole. That's what this crime bill is doing. You further incarcerating the black community. And I'm taking this directly to Governor Hogan. Since you won't talk to me, I'm going to talk to your assistant. And I'm going to talk to the social media. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. This ain't my fight, but this is our struggle. Now, in your crime bill, you talk about theft. But you don't talk about theft by public officials. You don't talk about gun violations by Baltimore City and Baltimore County Police Department. You protect them with the Policeman's Bill of Rights. You protect the police department with the Policeman's Bill of Rights, and you protect your politicians with the corruption in the courts. You shield yourself with the state's attorney's office. That's politoing. That's a court order. All right? The same thing that your court order and your crime bill is talking about, failure to appear, property of that nature. You stole property from me. The state stole property from me. All right? You stole a truck, a computer, and 8 years worth of film and footage. All right? So I'm building a toilet. And I'm building a new toilet to bring to Annapolis. And I'm going to put all my public officials' names and faces on it. Whoever supported this crime bill, whoever supported the crime bill, you're going to be on the toilet. You're talking about this because I went to speak on this event. I went to speak at this event, at this hearing the other day, last Monday. All right? I went to speak at it. All right? I was there. And while I was there, I testified. When I testified, they told me to get in contact with them. Because like I said, I'm a whistleblower and a filmmaker. So I contacted these people. I didn't only contact these people with my testimony. I contacted Baltimore WBAL. I also contacted Corey McCray, Nick Mosby, Delegate. I'm showing you all this so we don't have no misunderstandings. We named the cops. Y'all's talking about removing the cops' names from the registry. Well, I want the cops' names on the registry. I want everything in the public eye. I spoke at this event, and I spoke pretty good. I made my point pretty clear. I'm a whistleblower, and I was blowing the whistle on the police and the corruption in the courts because the police protect the courts. All right? You're talking about expungement, and that crime bill doesn't talk about expungement. It talks about incarceration. That crime bill doesn't help the countless individuals that need to be expunged. You're trying to incarcerate more and more black people behind this crime bill. So I spoke out. Shorty speaks out. Activist told the judge the actions affect him. And they do affect me because they affected me here. You locked me up and charged me with terrorism. You called me a terrorist because I was making a documentary about your courts. So I'm going to turn this information over to the judge. And this is the information I'm going to turn over. The same stuff that I gave Delegate Ray, the same thing I've been emailing y'all, I'm going to give this to the judge. It's about Scott Shellenberger. It's about accessing the grand jury. It's about crimes by the courts. All right? It's about crimes by the court. And everybody gonna get this. Everybody got this. You can go directly to WBAL. Go directly to him today, the news director. Go to Jane Miller. They got this. I gave it to him I gave it to him after I testified. All right, I gave it to him, and so that I don't get arrested or locked up or charged with nothing crazy. I've been getting these crazy emails lately. I've been getting these crazy phone calls. So what I did is I called the police today. Because y'all not going to lock me up again. I'm not going to do it. I called the police today. So get a copy of this. Hello?
Sir.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your last name? I'll run you real quick just to verify.
My name is Dwayne G. Davis Sr. My social security number is 345.
I don't need that, brother. What's your last?
Davis.
D-A-V-I-S?
Yes, sir.
What's your first name?
Dwayne.
D-W-A-Y-N-E?
No, D-U-A-N-E.
D-U-A-N-E, I'm sorry. Alright, what's your middle name?
Gerald, G-E-R-A-L-D. I'm a senior. There's a junior in here.
Okay, what's your birth?
12/26/59.
There's nothing coming up for you, sir. You're fine. It's 7904 General.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, somebody's trying to scam me. You said you already filled out a report with somebody?
No. I've been having I had an identity theft problem a couple years ago, and I've been getting this call from this number 646-396-1785.
Disregard it, man. It's a fake number. I mean, it's a fake report. Don't worry about them. Okay?
All right, thank you. And you are?
I'm Officer Hadel. I just looked up your information. You don't have a warrant. You're fine.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
That's the Baltimore Police Department, because I be getting this calls from this number, and they say that I owe money, that there's a warrant out for my arrest. Y'all know about my activism, and if y'all doing dumb to get me locked up again, I'm going to make sure that this is all kept in the public knowledge. I've told them to record the call, and the Baltimore County Police Department just recorded the call. All right? I'm out money. I was defrauded. My identity was stolen, and the state of Maryland is responsible for it. So before y'all start sicking the police on me again, before y'all start trying to lock me up because of my activism, man, make sure that you record everything, because I am. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. Y'all locked me up for this toilet in 2011. In 2011, this toilet was exposing the corruption in the courts. It was exposing the corruption in the police department. And it was talking about these police officers, or some police officers, because my ID, Internal Affairs Division report, 2010-1440, you had police came in my house and put guns to my head in 2010. And I turned you over to the Department of Justice, and I gave the information directly to Commissioner Davis. I gave it to Belfield. I gave it to Batts. Rod Rosenstein had it. All right. Turned it over to the Department of Justice. Went to Washington, D.C. You can see my paperwork in the whistleblower's application in Senator Grassley's office. And Jeff Sessions when he was senator. I've been doing this since 2006 with the Stop Snitching video. And this is the show that I was doing, a movie about racism in the courts and your judicial system. That's the White House from 2008. All right, that's when I started this with the Department of Justice in 2008. That's the White House. It was about your courts and your judges. Judge Souter. All right. It was about your prison industry in Maryland the same way that you got Rikers Island. All right. So your Senate Bill 122, all you're doing is reinventing mass incarceration. You're trying to up your prison population. You're putting it on your payroll. It's on your 401ks. It's in your surety bonds. And I guess name the judges and the lawyers that get paid to do it. And Bobby Zirkin's money that he getting behind the bail bondsman industry is his drive and his ambition. That's criminal too. Governor Hogan, make sure that you give me back my property. Make sure that you answer this material. All right? Because you have knowledge of a crime by a public official. Scott Shellenberger knowingly lied to the public. Scott Shellenberger stole property. That was theft. That's covered in that crime bill. So if you pass the crime bill, charge Scott Shellenberger. If you pass the crime bill, you're going to have to put some judges and lawyers and police officers in it. If you pass that crime bill, I'm going to put it to the test. If you pass that crime bill, I'm going to make sure that this whistleblower's application reaches these judges. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do this week. Governor Hogan, I'm missing property. And the state of Maryland took it. The entire contents of the defendant's vehicle, a 1999 Chevy Suburban, Maryland, registration, registered to Dwayne G. Davis Sr. All right? That's my VIN number. You can't produce that truck. You can't produce the computer. You can't produce none of that material. And you want to pass a crime bill to incarcerate us while your public officials commit crimes? That's going to be a hard sell, dog. That's court order to be returned. That's my lawyer, and he participated in this fraud. So I'm going to hold a court. It's called judicial accountability. Since the executive and legislative branches of the government don't want to hold a judicial branch accountable, I'm going to ask the judges to give me access to the grand jury to bring this case to court. And everything that you got, Governor, you're going to have to submit it to them. You're also going to have to submit it to the Department of Justice. Because in April, I'm going to them. I'm going to get a grand jury in the federal level or the state level. But I'm going to exhaust my remedies under the Constitution. I'm looking to go like Dred Scott. I want this case to go to the Supreme Court. That's why I need you to respond to I need you to respond. I need you to respond so I can take this case to the Supreme Court if you don't settle it in Maryland. Dred Scott was the catalyst for the Civil War. Dred Scott was a slave in one state and a free man in another. Slavery in 2018 is our prison industry. I am Dred Scott. I'm fighting for the inmates in Lake County, Baltimore County, Rikers Island. And I use my activism to do it. So make sure that you're paying attention.